Alright, today we are going to assemble this kit from Stuart Dollhouse Creations. It's a 1/12 scale Birdcage Pastry Tower, and I just fell in love with this kit as soon as I saw it. So join me and see how easy this is to make. Alright, as with any kit, the first thing you need to do when you get it is you need to read the directions. And I've done that, and hopefully I understand everything I'm doing. So we're going to start out by pulling out our pieces. We have our two side pieces. And I really haven't done anything here other than just kind of pull them out and identify what they are before I put them back. And now we have our shelves. The thing with our shelves is that we have 3 different sizes of shelf. So I'm going to line them up here. So we have the bigger, the biggest, the middle, and the smallest. And the directions say to make sure that you know exactly which one goes to which, because you want to make sure you've got everything together correctly. So small, medium, large. I'm going to line these up the same way. Smallest, medium, and largest. And then we have our little shelf pieces. We have our little, what is this called? I don't know what this is called. We'll get to it in a minute. We have all of these. So our directions say that we should have a piece of paper. And this is just like a piece of scratch paper. We want to be able to glue on top of something. Alright, so let's move everything out of my way so I can just work on the pieces I'm working on right now. So when we put these together, we will need to be sure, and we're gonna try that out. We're gonna look at it. Alright, so we're gonna glue these together. And it warns that we need to make sure that our little tabs, hopefully the camera's picking up, we've got little tiny tabs there. We need to make sure those are clear. And we're using glue stick for this. We're doing this on a piece of paper so that we don't get glue all over our work surface. Glue stick is nice because it allows us to glue this together with a low amount of moisture, and it allows us to move things around a little bit if we need to. There. Make sure this is all lined up. Okay, 1. Let's do number 2. This is the medium one. Hopefully the sun outside is not causing too much of a glare on my work surface. I've got my blinds pulled as well as I can. There we go. Making sure our tabs are clear. And our final shelf. I do like this glue stick because it's one of the ones that's purple when it's wet and then it dries clear, so I can tell if I've gotten it everywhere. And again. Alright, now so our 3 shelves are glued together. I'm going to turn my paper the other way. And now we need to glue our sides together. So I'm going to glue up one side. this one. I don't use glue stick very often, but it sure does have its uses. Oh, I should have pre-folded that. Okay. Now, what's our next piece? The next thing we need to do is fold all of these in half and glue them. And again, we want to keep our little tabs free. So let's fold this first. Do this right. Double checking. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to continue. Well, I'll show you this one and then I'll show you one of the side pieces. And then I'm going to continue gluing, and I'm going to allow this glue stick glue to set up for a little bit before I move to the next step. So there's that piece, and then we have some of these, and again we have a nice scoring line down the middle, a little perforated line to fold on, but it is much easier to fold this before you get the glue on it rather than after. Okay. Open up and just a little bit of glue down it and fold it shut again. Alright, so I'm going to turn the camera off and continue with the rest of these pieces. When this glue is all dry, I will be back. Alright, now it is time to glue this together. Now, Ruth calls for using tacky glue. I'm going to use this Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue unless it's empty, because I like the applicator on this for doing small detail work. So the first thing Ruth says to do is to put together, but don't glue, the swans at the top so you know everything is lined up correctly. And then we are going to fit, there's little slots right here and right here, and we need to get this all put together, and I think I'm going to put it together and then add the glue. I think I can do that. I'm going to try it anyway. Oops, come on, please don't tear. Almost. I got it. Now I want to get it into the other end too, I think. Hopefully you're seeing this better than I am, because this is really fun. This is one of those where it's kind of hard. I know once I get it in, it's going to be great, but it's there. That one is really easy. Okay, I only bent it a little bit. All right, I'm going to sneak the glue in from the back. If there's glue in this bottle, yes, there is. Right. There, I didn't even put my head in your way. Now, it's time to put, so let's get a toothpick and get that glue right up where I want it. The only downside to this glue is it stays somewhat sticky. So even dry, it stays somewhat sticky. So, but I really like the applicator on this. All right, this one's a little bit too. Let's see if we can do that again. Oh, that one went in really easy. We're getting the hang of this now. Okay, we don't have to have the swans hooked together anymore now. We can unhook our swans. It looks like maybe my ends were not glued all the way together. Come on. My little pieces are coming apart right there. That's what I'm fighting with right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. You want to go in there. Okay, I think I'm going to glue the other end, and then I'm going to let these set up, and then I'll do that last little bit. Alright, that's all glued. Can I get this? Trying to not put my head in the camera. I think our problem, I can see what my problem is. These two pieces are not glued all the way. So we're going to fix that. I'm going to let this glue dry, and then once this glue is all dry, I can come back and put this end together. So I'm going to turn the camera off and let my glue set up for, it probably only needs about 10 or 15 minutes, quite frankly. Make sure everything's standing straight. There. I'm going to let that glue set up, and then I'll be back. All right, now that glue's had time to set up a little bit, so I'm not afraid of pulling the rest of this apart. Come on. You can tell I didn't fiddle with this off camera because I still can't get it together. And it's just me, it's not the kit, I can tell. I don't think I've got it quite glued tight. There. Alrighty, now glue that corner. Which corner was it? It was this one. All right, now we've got that in. So we need to run a bead of glue on the tops of this. Let's fit this. Let's figure out which is the biggest shelf. It's this one. And let's figure out where this goes before we do this. Okay. Okay, it's just going to go right like that. Is there a place for these? Okay, and these go. There's little holes. Okay, I see where those go. All right. Wish me luck, folks. Yeah, good. I'm not getting my head in the middle. I have this fear of getting my head right where you're trying to look. Now, we need to be sure that we're watching that all of our little birds go the right direction. Okay. Now, I'm going to get this. Come on. Get this up where I can see it too. All right. Okay, that one goes there. And that one goes right there. Come on. Come on, just cooperate. There. Okay. Forgot to turn my cell phone off. Alright, let's see, that's not poking through its little hole. Got a little tab there. It is not there. Now, come on. Now it's going through. Alright, now, using tweezers, put the next shelf runners in place and put a dot of glue to hold it. Okay, tweezers. Like tweezers I like. There's a pair. I have so many pairs of tweezers, but I'm looking for the ones I like. Alright, now, so that goes there. So the next set of shelf runners, there's little holes right here, 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 and there. And I've already checked that they're open. Alright. So we are going to put that in. Are we under camera? Yes, we are kind of, sort of. I'm going to try it with my fingers. I know it says tweezers. Some days tweezers work better for me, some days to do little things. Sometimes just doing it with my fingers works better. There, that one's in. Okay, where's the camera? I'm going to have to go find my charging cord. Alright, that's in. Did I knock anything out of place? No, I did not. Alright, I'm going to put a dot of glue on there, and then my battery is starting to... My camera's telling me that the battery needs to be charged. So I'm going to turn the camera off and go get my charging cord. And I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, camera's plugged in and phone is silenced. So now let's see if we can get the next one in. For me today, for some reason, using my fingers is working better than the tweezers. And I think it just depends on what's working better for you at the point when you're doing this. Come on, go through the hole. Okay. Well, you guys get the idea, I'm sure. So I'm going to make sure that this is all in here. Yep, I got them in. I'm going to put the glue on them. And I'm going to let this glue hold set up for just a little bit so that I can come back and have that not fall apart. So we're just going to... Are you seeing what I'm doing? I have no idea. And I'm trying to keep the glue to the inside. That way it won't show. Alright. Well, I guess we could probably put our shelf on. That will keep everything straight. So our second shelf, make sure that's facing this way. Again, run a bead of glue. And this time the little tabs just go on that little bar, I think. And I managed to get that out. Alright, I'm going to get off camera, get this put together, and let this batch of glue dry, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I actually put the top shelf in and glued the top thinking I had the camera going, and it wasn't rolling. So this shelf goes in just like the middle one. You just put the little pieces through the holes in the end and get it all fit in. Slid the top part together and put a drop of glue up there, and it is done. Let's see if I can, whoops, wrong way, get the camera down a little closer so you can see this. I will try to get some good pictures. My son's not home to take pictures if I fail, so you're stuck with whatever pictures I can take. So I hope you enjoyed this and saw that this is a really fun kit to put together, and you come out with something that looks really incredibly cool when you're done. I hope you enjoyed this kit. Join me again next week and see what we do then. Be sure and check the blog post, because on the blog not only will I have some photos and kind of my thoughts on the kit, I'll have direct links to Stuart's Dollhouse Creations that Ruth has, where she has this kit, not only to the site itself, but to this kit. I do ask that if you buy one of Ruth's kits that I've shown you how to, that I've done a demo on, let her know that you came from here, because it's kind of fun to know that you've been watching my videos and then you go buy stuff. That's really cool. Let me know too. In the meantime, have fun with your minis, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.